Think of number 20. I'm going to use intercepts to make my boundary line in this one because I notice both 1 and 3 go into 12, or negative 12 in this case. So my x-intercept is going to be when y is 0. So x equals negative 12. And I see a problem there. That's not going to work, is it? Because my graph isn't big enough. So let's do it the other way. Let's get y by itself. So we'll minus x from both sides. So then we'll get 3y is greater than negative x minus 12. I'll divide everything by 3. I don't have to flip the inequality, so y is greater than negative 1/3 x minus 4. So when I make my boundary line, I'm going to go down here to negative 4, and then I'm going to go down 1 and over 3. I'll make it a dash boundary line because there's no inequality, and I'll shade above it. And number 21, when you did this problem, did you notice what's going on here? And the issue we have here is I gave you the time in hours, but I gave you what she's walking the dogs at in minutes. So that wasn't very nice of me. So let's do, instead of hours, let's change that to minutes. 2 hours is 120 minutes. Then we can write her inequality. I'm going to let L be my large dogs, and I'll let Y be my small dogs. I don't like using S. Okay? Or maybe I'll use D. D for small dogs. So I'll say 16L plus 12D. I want that to be less than or equal to 120. That's your first part. Now, your second part says if she walked 9 dogs in the afternoon, what's the biggest number of large dogs she could have walked? Well, let's graph this. I think that's the easiest way. So let's go, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use decimals. I'm going to switch around. I'm going to go 16x plus 12y is less than or equal to 120. So this time I'm going to use my graphing calculator. So I'm going to go 16x plus 12y is less than or equal to 120. Now what I want to do is, we know she's going to walk 9 large dogs, right? That's what it says in the problem. So, she walked a total of 9 dogs. It doesn't tell us which one is which. But I want to know the greatest number of large dogs. So what I want to do is, on my graph, I want to find out when x plus y is 9. Oh, I could maybe graph that too. So if I go x plus y equals 9. And notice right here, that would give us where those two intersect. She walked 3 large dogs and 6 small dogs. So we'll say 3 large dogs. Number 22, we want to solve this inequality. So let's minus 12 from both sides. So then we'll get 4x is less than negative 10. divide by 4. So x is greater than, I can divide by 2, so I get negative 5 over 2. Negative 5 over 2 is the same thing as negative 2.5. So our correct answer is G on this one. On number 23, I think the easiest way is let's multiply by the reciprocal. So we're going to multiply both sides by 5 over 4. So I get A is less than, a positive times a negative is a negative. 4 goes into 12 3 times. 3 times 5 is 15. And there you have it. I do believe that's the last question on the practice test.